Hi, my name is Burke Franklin. I'm the author of Business Black Belt and the developer of BizPlan Builder business planning software. Over the years, I've helped a lot of people with their business plans, business strategies, deals, and growing their companies. I never expected to write a business book because there are so many good ones out there. Nevertheless, instead of giving you a pitch for buying and reading it, let me give you some background behind why I wrote Business Black Belt and what went into it. I like to think of it as an action manual of higher awareness and applied intuition. I wanted to share some proven, meaning that I did them myself, actionable business building ideas that you can use now. You might think of it as 20 years of self-help business seminars, personal workshops applied to your business. What works, what doesn't, and what you can do right now. See, these are actually true stories of successful business building. I took my first self-improvement workshop in the winter of 1980. It was called Playground at Summit Workshops. I went because I just read the book called Winning at Office Politics, and I wanted to ingratiate myself at Texas Instruments with their operations manager. Now, I was blown away by what I experienced and learned. Now, over the next 15 years, I took every one of their workshops, many of them several times. And since the beginning, I knew I wanted to have my own company, and I wanted to learn as much as possible about human nature, including my own, life, the universe, as applied to starting, building, and managing a successful business. We did workshops using horses in the Arizona desert. We learned scuba diving, and as many metaphors useful and every day is gleaned from that training. I've taken workshops given by former S trainers. I took all of Anthony Robbins' courses, walked on fire several times, climbed to the top of poles, dropped into a city for a 24-hour period with nothing. I started taking karate lessons about the same time I started Jian in 1988. And I noticed many parallels between karate and business, and I was inspired to tell all. I now have a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I learned to fly. Today I have 760 hours and I'm instrument rated. I even owned a 1980 Beach V-tail Bonanza. There are many things one can learn about business from flying an airplane even. I sold electronic components for Texas Instruments, and I was the electronics buyer later on for the Sharper Image catalog. I was in promotional videos for Apple, HP, Tandem Computers, Xerox. I even acted in TV commercials for Chevrolet, Honda, Toyota, U-Bahn, and Supercuts. I worked with former Summit Workshops trainers and former S trainers who consulted with me from my company for many years. I belong to Tech. It's now called Vistage, where 12 to 15 company CEOs meet once a month, learn something profound from an expert, have lunch, and then spend the afternoon solving each other's problems. I could turn every session there into a Gian product. I can't tell you how many self-help psychology and business books I've read. Every one of them had at least several gems. But believe me, I would never have undertaken to write this book if it wasn't something more to say. Everything I learned, I applied to my own business. Everything I learned from the workshops I participated in, from the consultants I worked with, from the experiences working for large and small companies, as well as for 20 years invested in developing business building software tools for Gian. Most of it worked, but some of it needed some extra tweaking to make them work. This is what Business Black Belt is about. I have a lot to say, but I think I say it mercifully quickly. I share many anecdotes that will help you keep your head on straight. I think each chapter could be an entire business book on its own. But read Business Black Belt if you want to get a 20-year head start on entrepreneurship. Imagine yourself in a bookstore. Ask for a copy of Business Black Belt.